Well, as you're aware, like Alison and I, we're travelling full time around Australia, and we just like to pull into places off the cuff to see what they're like. And you'll hear it yourself if you're out there, especially if you're a newbie. You hear people say, oh, don't go to this town, or watch out for that place there, it's dangerous. But let me tell you, now you're going to find yourself coming through Port Augusta if you're heading up to Cooper Pedy or up to Alice Springs or wherever you're going, because it is the gateway to the Outback. Never been here before. We've done the Eyre Peninsula along the coastline when we headed across to Western Australia, and we thought, yeah, let's come across here and check it out, see what it's like on the top of the Spencer Gulf. And can you believe it? We've got an ocean. Right there is the Outback behind us. We're going to head out there. Matthew Flinders was out this place, and so was Stuart. That's where the Stuart Highway is. But that's right. If you're going to head up to Cooper Pedy, or you're going to go up to Woomera, any of those places, you're definitely going to have to come through this Port Augusta. And don't get me wrong, it's not as if there's nothing to do in this town. There's plenty to do in this town. You can go fishing, they've got museums, they've got some of the best bistro hotels out there, and the people are as friendly as you wouldn't believe. That's right, as friendly as you wouldn't believe. Heard all this Tommy Rot about, oh geez, watch out for these people and watch out, and they've got a youth problem in the town. Well, let me tell you, we never saw any of that, and we've spent 3 good days here. Like I tell you, I do all my stuff off script. And then my little missus, the cheese and kisses, the love of the wife, the minister for warfare, we'll go for a drive at night time and drive around just to see what the place is like. But I'm about to take you out to the Botanical Gardens, and it's called the Arid Botanical Gardens. How good is that? Normally we're used to seeing beautiful trees and leafy, but I'm going to take you out there and show what it looks like in the bush without really having to go in the bush. But then again, we're at Port Augusta, so we are at the gateway to the Outback, aren't we? Let's get out there. Now they've set this Arid Botanical Garden set up just out of town. Nice drive, it's free to go in. Look, they've got a gift shop, they've got a canteen, a cafe, etc. No smoking and vaping. But it's going to take you in and let you explore for yourself in the safety of being in the township of what the arid country actually looks like. See this here? We're still on the bitumen. Yet it's given us the opportunity to see what the country looks like out there. Because you imagine how harsh it was for back in the days of Flinders and Matthews and all those guys, eh? Here we are out at the Arid Botanical Gardens out here at Port Augusta, and at one of the inlets here. And you'll notice we're basically camped beside a red cliff here, and down below are the mangroves. Now these mangroves, we sort of know them as stinky sort of places, but let me tell you, if it wasn't for these mangroves, you know, the life in the water would disappear. They have such a important task to do. Now in the back is one of the mountains. I can't quite remember what it is. Now I know I should know its name, but does it really matter? It's the Outback. Railway line. And looking further into town there, well, if you look all the way back there, you'll see that's where Port Augusta is. All the way back there. Now this dirt's bloody red, let me tell you. She's redder than a redhead at a function. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place, let me tell you. Railway line running across the other side here, and currently it's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. The temperature is about 25 degrees Celsius, and it's as still can be. How good could that be? Now I don't think I'll ever get a job on one of those weekend programs where they're sending you around, because I'm as rough as guts. But what I'm doing, I'm showing you what these places are like from a fair income caravanner's perspective. Have a look at behind us here. The only professional thing between me and them is that I get to change my hats. I'm a bloke who love a hat, and there you go, it's like changing the backdrop, isn't it? But you can come out here, you can spend a whole day just walking around and having a good time. Remember, you're about 350 kilometres north, and that's inland from Adelaide, the city of Adelaide, which is the capital of South Australia, and about 500 odd kilometres from Cooper Pedy, which we'll be heading to, but not today. It's amazing. This Spencer Gulf comes all the way up here. Absolutely amazing what it's got to offer us all. Wow. And the colours, just like you see in not just the movies, but in paintings. How beautiful is that, looking into Port Augusta, up to the mountains. And remember, beyond them are the Flinders Ranges. How good is that? And how still is this place? How absolute still, picture still. But like I said, if you're into bird life, this is another place to come to. Now they have this garden set up here to give you a great experience of what it's like in the arid lands of Australia. Plenty of different bushes and scrubbery, and in fact there's some bird hides as well if you look back in the deeps there, where you can hang out and observe some of the native birds that hang out in this absolute fantastic garden. Gotta love this Port Augusta. How good is it? How good is it? Well, let's head into Port Augusta itself, and I'll show you the town centre. It's probably about 14,000 in population, including the outlying areas, and it's a great little town. We're in fact staying at the Discovery Caravan Park. G'day. They're our preferred caravan parks if we do stay in a caravan park. So anyway, let's continue. Let's continue into town and have a look at the township itself. This is what I like call them, the mini streets, or the little shops. It's pretty calm too. Pretty quiet little place. Nice chill out sort of a town. You got to remember, this place also has a big W, a Woolworths, a Coles. It's got all the big stuff as well. And that's where we're heading to now. First of all, I'm looking for an op shop. Trying to find myself a new Burke and Wills hat. Well, it won't be new, but it'll be a Burke and Wills. How's this? Port Augusta, South Australia. Gotta love these towns you've not been to before. But it's just truly, truly amazing how fantastic this is. They got mooring times for 4 hours, so you can slide into town, give yourself some lunch and get back out on your boat. But can you believe this? That you're on the gateway to the Outback? Talk about find something new in your life. You're always learning something. Always learning something. But as we swing around here, let me just show you here. Check this out. The gateway to the Outback. And to the left, here we have the Port Augusta Yacht Club. Looks like Australia too. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But just check these waterways out. We were here the other day and we're watching quite a lot of fishermen going out. But they're all lined up. As I was saying earlier, to your left is west of Port Augusta, and to the right, obviously, is the east. What a magic little town. If you're getting here to Port Augusta, you've got to get yourself here to the Outback Centre. Mate, I tell you what, it's the trick. So let's go and see if they're open. Alice and I turned up here the other day, and apart from getting all the information, we had the best coffee and the best everything else. Just have a look at this. So you better make this your first point of call to get all the good gear on what's happening in Port Augusta. How good is this place, eh? How good is this place? Well, like I told you, Port Augusta, she's certainly a recreational fishing point. Just by checking the near a dozen bloody trailers, and it's a Monday morning. How good is that? So I've taken you around all over Port Augusta. Now let me do a conclusion for you. I've fallen in love with Port Augusta, but I say that about every town I've been to. Just an hour and a half west of Port Augusta is a place called Kimber. And did you know Kimber is halfway between the west coast of Australia and the east coast of Australia? So you're within 1.5 hours of the centre of Australia, or halfway across Australia. You're 350 kilometres north of the capital of South Australia, being in Adelaide, and here you are on the Gulf, or the Spencer Gulf. Also, they call this the gateway to the Outback. It's just unbelievable. You got the red arid dirt, which joins right onto the coastal area of the port. It's fantastic. The township itself, don't take any notice if you hear any of those rumours going around that it's a dangerous place to be bloody living, because I'm going to give you the drum right now. We've travelled Australia, and I know a lot of you guys have travelled Australia as well. And you hear a lot of Tommy Rod out there about how bad places are. And let me tell you, they're no worse than your own backyard. That's just society these days. You got kids out there that are bored poopless, or they need a good smack around the ear. But let me tell you, the heart of these towns is absolutely fantastic. So you got to put this on your list. Your kids will absolutely love it. And I'm telling you that straight away. Your kids are going to love this place here because there's so much for them to do. You can go off into the water sports, or there's a lot of adventures out there. Get into the tourism setups there where they have some fantastic museums. This place is just dying to have you here. So get yourself excited. Pack yourself up, whether it be in a rooftop tent, a swag, a caravan, a truck, or doesn't matter what it is, and get yourself to Port Augusta. You know, we nearly missed coming to this place. We were going to bypass it. How good is that we didn't bypass it? So, I hope you enjoyed this little brief look of what Port Augusta's about, and it excites you enough to get you here. Because I tell you what, you're not going to miss out on anything. Look after yourself, and you know the story. If you're not travelling, why not? See you later, Australia.